This video will illustrate how to late bond a case to Lumen that has come in from another customer or vendor. The common scenario is a case that's started by DDTI for ALI emulation purposes that you want to late bond over to Lumen for them to work. So in order to do this, I've created a case in the system. We're going to use this for illustration purposes. One thing to keep in mind is that whenever you are late bonding a case to Lumen, you need to have a specific account assigned to the case. There is a list view in the system that allows you to see which accounts are set up and e-bondable to Lumen. If you go to the Accounts tab and use the List View drop-down, you can see that list view right here, a Lumen Account List e-bondable. This just shows all the accounts that can be e-bonded to Lumen. It's really just for information purposes, because when you do the changes in the case, you'll make some notations that will do this automatically. But you can see one important thing is that for every account that's e-bondable to Lumen, that account has the circuit ID and FCC PSAP ID fields completed. And that information is what we use with Lumen to match the case to a particular account. So once you know which account it is, then you go back to your case, and there are 3 simple steps to late bond a case to Lumen. When a case comes in, go to the Details tab, and you'll see that when a case comes in, unless it was created specifically for Lumen or ATOS to begin with, in which case it does not need to be late bonded, then it will come in with a case type of internal. These are cases that are started via email or cases that are started via the customer portal or even an internal user. They'll all be of case record type internal. So to late bond to Lumen, you need to change this to a Lumen record type. So you click on that button right there and change this to a Lumen record type. This tells the system that when you're ready to invoke e-bonding, it knows which code to use to match the Lumen API for e-bonding purposes. So you click the Lumen account record type. Then 2 other things you need to do is you need to select this e-bonding checkbox. That tells the system that we're going to be e-bonding. And then the third thing is to select the appropriate account. You do need to change this account to one of the Lumen accounts. You can see this CA Anaheim, that was one that had already been set up. Or this other one, let's use Common Core Synergem, because that was an account created specifically for Lumen to be able to e-bond cases that aren't unique to a particular PSAP. So the Common Core Synergem account that was set up with Lumen is designed specifically for a purpose like this. So I've changed the account name, I've checked the e-bonding checkbox, and that's really it. Those are the 2 things you need to do inside the Case Details tab to make this happen. So you click Save there, and then you go back to you can check your work and just see, yep, we're now a Lumen case record type, and it's been assigned to the Common Core Synergem, and you can see that brought over the PSAP ID and circuit ID fields automatically. You do not need to select those and input those manually. That will happen automatically when you pick a Lumen account that is e-bondable. The last step is simply to go to the Late Bond tab in the Feed section and click Send Now. And that will automatically package it up and send the e-bond over to Lumen, or send the case over to Lumen via late bonding. And after a few seconds, you will get a message saying the flow has finished. And that indicates that the e-bonding was successful and you are done. That case is now e-bonded over to the Lumen system.